got what you wanted, but you got what you need.
What up, world? Big Prophet jewel of the day. So this right here is the science of profit of my name. I wanted to break down the meaning of my name so there's more understanding about what I'm here to do. I do jewels. Now it's profit jewels. So I create jewels and I share them, and hopefully you could profit from them. But the word profit is usually associated with money, whether you double profit, triple profit, it's business, maybe it's investments, stock market, whatever. That's usually the context you hear the word profit, but it's bigger than money. And I want to emphasize how much bigger it is than money. It's not about the money, it's about the growth. So you see the quote in the Bible, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul, right? So in that context, what does profit mean? It means, what does it benefit? What does it give? How does it help? How does it serve a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Like, it's implying that the soul is worth more than the world, right? But the word profit is used to explain that it's more advantageous to have the soul than the world, right? So that word profit means more valuable. It means benefit. It means increase, right? So that's really what this word means. And we get caught up in the money. We always talk about money. Money is so important. Yeah, it's in this society, money is the means of exchange, right? And everything's about exchange. This is how we're able to get what we want out of life, is being able to trade one thing for another. And money is that thing we could trade for another, right? Because it's useful. It's a tool that's useful to make it exchange easier and simpler, right? So, and trade, like, that's what it's all about. It's just a tool to make trade simpler, but we get caught up in money and think it's the ends. We call money the ends, but it's only the means. It's a means to an end, and especially in my culture and hip-hop culture, we flash money like it's power, but it's the power. What's the point of having the power and not using the power, right? The power is what you do with it. The power is bigger than what you, like, if you don't have the knowledge or the wisdom or the ability to take this money and do something with it, you could lose it. But if you're able to turn this and transform it into something that's more productive than just holding the money. And like, what are you gonna buy? Clothes? Are you gonna buy cars? Like, all these things. But if you're able to turn it into a business, into a machine, into something that into a school, into a real estate development that could help your community, these are ways you could turn that into a vehicle for more power, like for more development, for more change in the world, more transformation. This is more profitable in more ways than just money, right? It profits not just you, and it profits not just one company, one of these conglomerates that already is one of the most successful businesses in the world, and it's feeding off of your culture anyways. You know what I mean? So what are we really talking about? So I broke this word down, the etymology of this word. Profit, it was a French word, and before that, it came from a Latin word, profectus. So pro meaning forward or in favor of, and fectus, to make or to be made, because it's a past tense, fectus. Present tense is facere, but since it's the past tense, facere meant to make, right, or to do, right? But the past tense is to to be made or to have done. So it's forward to be made, forward to have done, or to being done, right? So it's saying in favor to being done. So it's an action, like it's an action to a thing. It's energy to the manifestation. Now, man, if I'm able to simplify it and break it down, like this is, you got the energy and then you got the result of the energy, right? And that's what profit is. It's an action and it's the result. You profit, that's a friggin' action. If you profit, that's a thing. It's not just a thing, it's the action and the thing. So it's like, are you profiting? That's an action. It's an action and a result. So that's what it is. That's who I am, though. But it's like, I'm all about growth. See, growth, and there's growing and growth. It's an action and a result. There's benefit. Is an action and a result. It's the energy and the manifestation. Right? So that's what this thing is. It's the energy and the result. And that's what profit is. Right? And that's what I do. And that's what I'm always focused on growth. Every jewel is a way to grow. It's a jewel. It's like, this is what I do. I try to share ways that help me grow, that benefit me, and hopefully can benefit you. And I just compress these lessons, these ideas, these concepts, these perspectives into a jewel, and I give it to you. And I share it to anybody that could benefit, that it could be of something of value to you, right? So that's what profit is. That's the science of profit. That's the meaning of profit, and it's like, it's about growth. It's about serving. It's about benefit. It's about expansion. It's about turning something from in the mind to a result. It's about manifestation. It's turning the unseen into the seen, It's about from the subjective to the objective. It's from the feminine to the masculine. It's from the flow of energy to a solid object, to a result, to something that you can see, to a structure, to a design, And this is what I do. This is what every jewel is. This is what Profit Jewels is. And that's who I am. I am Profit. I am moving forward to become. I'm in favor. This is the favor I was blessed with to do. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is what I create, and this is what I share. This is my blessing that I share, and that's what I believe I'm here to do. In one form and another, in many forms, that's just who I am. I'm focused on growing no matter what life gives me. I turn it into a way where I become better, where hopefully others become better, where it's all about development and growth and expansion and lessons and learning. Like, I'm a student. I'm not saying, like, I'm not out here trying to be a guru or teacher. I'm a student, but I try to be as good of a student as possible, and one that shares. Each one teach one. I'm not above anybody. I'm not looking for followers. I'm looking for leaders. I want to help others be leaders too. I want to become a leader. And the best way to become a leader is to help others become leaders too. Help others lead themselves, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, profit jewels, So I think that could give you a bit of perspective what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, or what I am doing. I got a book. It's near completion. It's called Unplug. And if you made it this far in the jewel, hopefully you'll be able to see what I was able to come from my mind to share to you, and hopefully it can help you live your life more freely, and that's what this is all about. It's all about freedom to express what's within you and bring it out into the real world, So, nothing but peace and love. Hope this helps you.
You ain't got what you wanted, but you got what you need. Now you got what you wanted, you ain't got what you need.